knowledge being spread. It's like warm butter across the bread. Smooth, I know you like that. Flow with the grain and don't fight that. You want righteous love, you found the right match. With Marty McFly, they on the right track. Yeah, gotta dig some dirt to plant the seed. Spread roots till you sprout like a tree. Doni Jones, she the one you wanna see. Doni Jones live, this is where you wanna be. It's Doni Jones live, Doni Jones live. It's Doni Jones live, Doni Jones live.
Welcome to Doni Jones Live. I am Doni the Tree Lady hanging out with...
That guy is always fly, Marty McFly.
Always fly.
Always fly.
Hello and happy day.
Happy day, yes. You know, we're outside again in the elements.
Yes, we are.
Still waiting for mulch and still waiting to start this whole rejuvenation of this yard and everything, but it's a good day.
It is a great day, and we are going to rejuvenate this yard.
Yes.
For those of you that don't know what he's talking about, we are here at the beautiful St. Mark Lutheran Church here in gorgeous East Point, Georgia.
Yes.
You know, I got a lot of customers in East Point, Georgia.
Yeah, we're on the good side of it, too.
We are. But you know what's so funny? I got a comment on our last show, and actually we had somebody today that commented on this.
Uh-oh.
The star of our last show is the barbecue pit.
Yeah.
Somebody asked me, they was like, hey, you know, I saw the church thing with the Marty thing. I was like, oh, thank you. And you know, I know y'all doing the trees, but hey, y'all doing a barbecue or something? I was like,
well, if that's going to bring members to the church, we're going to have fried chicken on first and third Sunday of the month. You know?
Fried chicken ain't barbecue.
Fried barbecue, okay, I ain't a grill or a chef, but the thing is we have chicken. All right, that's all you need to know.
That's all we need to know.
Right, we have some kind of. No, but actually, I think that wouldn't be a bad idea.
I like that idea. Have a community.
Yes.
I think it should be a community event, not just a church. Well, I mean,
come on, everybody in the community, praise the Lord. But no, I agree with you. Open it up to anybody who wants to come out.
Yeah, open it up. I love it.
You know, if you don't want the word, listen
have
to some music.
Have Earth, Wind, and Fire come out.
Hey,
have Charlie Wilson come out.
Hey.
Have
they all need Jesus.
Bone Thugs and Harmony come out. We're gonna make it old school.
I will do that. Honestly, I will do it because all of them now that they broke, they need Jesus. And they'll rap a Christian song in the heartbeat.
No, I think we should put that out there, you guys. If you're in Atlanta, sometime this summer, we're going to have an old school barbecue party event.
Yes.
And hopefully by the summer, we don't have to be too socially distanced.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But you can still, you know, do the bump from like 6 feet apart.
Oh, you remember the bump? The bump. You probably got, you know, pushed all over the place.
Hush. I had to do the bump with Skinny Girls.
No. What was that song? It would be so socially wrong.
What?
It was I ain't gonna bump no more with no black woman.
Big fat woman.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That was actually a song, y'all. That was okay.
Ain't gonna bump.
I am saying a disclaimer. I am not saying this. This was actually a song back in the day. It was called I Ain't Gonna Bump No More with No Big Fat Woman.
Yes. And it's not a wrong song. It's one that was actually educating younger, thinner men that will help you understand that if you're on a dance floor and you start trying to do the bump with a big woman, you're going to be on the other side of the dance floor after that first boom. You know, because that's
exactly.
They got some bumpers on them.
So anyway, what's going on in your world today, Marty?
You know what? I will be honest with you. I am going to do something for the first time that I've never done before.
What's that?
I am actually going to go to a march. I am actually the St. John Lutheran Church down on Ponce de Leon's is doing a march because of all of the things that have been going on, at least just this week, which is almost made me cry the other night. Watching the news.
Make me cry,
at that time, it was only 3 police shootings, and this morning I'm reading another young man that was shot by police again. Right.
Yeah, in North Carolina.
And it's one of those things where I actually have to do a sermon this Sunday about race relations. It's called Gracism.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I am approaching them with, which was actually speaking to myself, is, you know, in the Bible, in Revelations, they talk about this church that's like lukewarm.
Okay.
That they don't do anything. I'm saying they not bad, but not good, but they don't do anything.
Yeah.
And I looked at myself in a sense, it's like, I am so pro-justice and everything, and I want to fight, but most of the time I'm on my couch.
But okay.
So this is my time. I'm saying, you know what? I'm gonna step out and I'm gonna actually march for the cause. I'm not just gonna talk about it.
I am so happy to hear you say that.
Yes.
I am happy to hear you say that because when I was marching last summer.
Yeah, but that was a pandemic.
I know it was during a pandemic.
Yeah.
But I put on my mask.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I think I double masked that day, which you should be proud of me because we were doing a march.
Right.
I put on a mask and we tried to socially distance, but in a march that's hard to do.
Right.
And I went to a couple of marches. This gentleman over here made fun of me that I went to a march, but you guys, we can't just do marches. We got to march, we got to vote.
Yes.
And we've got to hold people accountable.
Right.
We've got to hold our politicians accountable. And we also got to stop electing the same officials that come into our community and say they're going to do this, that, and the third, and then nothing changes.
Right. Or just don't vote during the presidential elections. Because a lot of times...
No. Whoa.
I said don't just vote during the presidential elections.
I thought you said don't vote. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Completely opposite of what I said.
Right, no. I'm saying, because a lot of times it's like when the presidential election comes, that's when everybody want to get out the vote. Yeah. And then they just vote blue. They don't know anything about it. But then when you want to really change your community, those elections are the ones that are every other year, but you don't focus on those a whole lot.
Right.
So what I'm saying is get into politics, at least have a voice.
Right. And don't just choose one, don't just choose a person because everybody else chose that person, because as you know, I'm independent. I'm not right or left.
Yep, that's what you say.
But my thing is this. I believe in compassionate capitalism, meaning I do believe in going out, making it happen, doing your own thing, building wealth, taking care of your community. But I also believe that you have to help people. You have to help the less fortunate. Yes. You have to help the underserved. Right. So this policy of where the government's gonna give everybody something, I'm not down for that either. And I'm also not down for let's just always tax the rich. Because that
hurts you a whole lot. I know that affects your bottom line all the time. I understand that. You know what I'm saying? When you have to tax the rich people, it's like I don't like that either. But I get you.
So anyway, we're gonna leave that alone.
Did you take one of those business loans out that everybody's talking about?
We don't discuss that, but no, I didn't actually.
You didn't?
No, I didn't. No,
you know what? It's funny. I got more friends and they never had a business. I got more friends and they never had a business. Getting business loans.
See, that's the thing that I'm talking about.
I'm scared about that.
And they're coming down on people to do that.
How much you got to pay back? Well, no, but you can you'll work something out later on.
No, but here's what they don't understand. If you do not have records to justify where the funds went, you got to pay the money back.
Yes.
And all this, what people don't believe, and if you take me off the radio, you're just going to have to take me off the radio.
No,
this whole thing is going to be a setup to create more poverty in the African American community and in underserved communities, as opposed to creating wealth.
Yep.
Because when you become dependent on other people, that means you're becoming less dependent on yourself. And also, if you are open to a situation where you think they're giving you something, and in reality, there's stipulations involved, and you don't follow what those stipulations are, you're setting yourself up to get in trouble with the IRS, with the government. They're going to come knocking.
Let me holler at you.
And I didn't know it's not going to be an answer they want to hear.
Yeah. So, they was like, but you knew how to fill this loan out, right? Oh, you knew that. Oh, you knew you didn't have no real business back then. But see, what had happened was, my provider, my weed dude went out of business. He got locked up, so that just messed up my whole industry right there, okay? So I couldn't keep on they're going to come back knocking. Yeah, I'm just saying. Some of those friends that I talk to is like, wait a minute, how did you start a business and you ain't got no...
Right. Here's what I'm saying.
You ain't done nothing in 20 years and now all of a sudden you got a...
In the end, it pays to do it the right way.
Yeah.
You might have to bend the rules a little bit sometimes when you got going or whatever, but in the end, get your stuff straight. Because I even talk about this in one of my videos, how, I just was doing this, that, and the third and just trying to stick and move and stuff and didn't have all my paperwork straight.
Right.
Well, when you don't have your paperwork straight, that closes the door
Right.
For you to receive.
You know what? And
I'm still dealing with the ramifications, the repercussions
I can believe
of
that.
that.
And really, if you're trying to do a business, put it on paper.
Put it on paper.
Have your expectations of what you want to do next year.
Actually, we're going to talk about that in the
Right.
entrepreneur section.
Because, even when people that come to the church and they say, well, I got a great idea for your church and this ministry.
Right.
And they just want to tell me about it. I'm like, well put it on paper. Let's kind of see something. Well, let me just tell you what I got going on.
Right.
No, because that means you haven't thought it all the way through.
Well, one of the things, because we're always trying to bring value.
Yes.
But one of the things that one of my mentors that I watch on YouTube says, when you write it down, you are more likely to make it happen. And I can't tell you how many people that I've met and talked to that said they have a goal, and I'll say, well, have you written it down? And they're like, no, but it's up here. And I'm like, just that one act of writing it down, you make it that much more likely to happen. Then after you write it down, if you start reading that goal every morning and every night, right before you go to bed and right when you wake up, you're more likely to have it happen because it starts to get into your subconscious mind. And then you start to open your mind to other opportunities that will come to you just because you are putting your goals right in front of you.
You know what?
What's that?
I'm going to start this today. I'm going to write it down. Janet Jackson. Janet Jackson.
I'm going to hurt him.
Janet Jackson. And you know what? If I put it down, then maybe I get closer to her, closer and closer. I'm trying to take your advice. Just write down your goal, right?
What are you gonna do with Janet Jackson? Or what's your wife gonna do?
Well, see certain diary books I write that everybody else don't need to read. That's my own, goals. My first thing, I'm just putting it out there.
Okay, law of attraction works.
Yes, it does.
But there's also repercussions if you do the wrong thing. So you can attract.
I might want to do some business ventures with her, and just learn from her wealth of knowledge of the industry and stuff.
I'm done.
Look, if y'all just tuning in, y'all listening to Doni Jones Live with Doni, the certified arborist, who is you're doing a lot of work right now.
I am doing a lot of work. I'm feeling very blessed right now.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing. We all feeling blessed when she feels blessed. Hallelujah.
We got some new mics that we don't have.
We got some new mics and everything, and we gonna get some new mulch too, and some new work out here because that is something that we gotta talk.
The mics ain't here and the mulch isn't here. So
what you talking about?
The other, I'm talking about the other.
See what happened.
That was an inside joke.
I know. Let's see what. No, actually, I will give you a real understanding because it's a learning lesson for me is always being prepared and doing checks. Yeah. Because today, what she's talking about, and I'll say this real quick, we just bought some new mics and everything, and because we're always trying to upgrade. And I was shifting from one vehicle to the other vehicle, and I didn't do my checklist.
Because you got multiple vehicles. Go ahead.
Like one of my vehicles is a big wagon that, it just really, you push it and it just rolls down the street, but it don't really do a whole lot. But anyway, but no, when you go on events and stuff like that, make sure you have a checklist. Yeah. Of just making sure, hey, do I have X, Y, and Z checked off to make sure that when you're doing stuff, you don't have to, because I've done that too many times, been to an event and left, But anyway, if you got a comment or a suggestion or just want to chime in, hit us up at 1-888-349-DONI. That's 1-888-349-DONI. Yep. Or email her at Doni
at Don.
Yeah.
Doni, he messed it up. Yeah. Okay, Doni at Doni Jones Live, which is wrong on that last video. It's Doni, D-O-N-I, at DoniJonesLive.com.
Anyway, we'll be right back.
We're going to fix that.
It's Doni Jones Live, Doni Jones Live. It's Doni Jones Live, Doni Jones Live. It's Doni Jones Live, Doni Jones Live.
Hey, this is your girl, Doni the Tree Lady, owner of Don's Tree Service. Don's Tree Service has been serving the metro Atlanta area for almost 20 years. I'm a certified arborist, and we are fully licensed and insured. Call us at 770-413-TREE. We give free estimates, and we don't charge extra for cleanup. Don's Tree Service, that's 770-413-TREE, or visit us online at donstree.com.
It's not too late to file your taxes. Don't be afraid to file, even if you feel you may owe, because this may not be so. Allow TrueTax to give you a free estimated quote based on minimum information required on our app. Please download the TrueTax app from Google Play and follow the prompts and choose Killeen, Texas as your preferred location. Remember to call Sunny at 254-304-9416. TrueTax and Credit Solutions, always true to price and service. When you file with us, you will receive a free credit profile cleanup and a free one-document notary service. Thank you.
First, people got sick and I couldn't go to school. Then another police shooting. My mom and dad were upset. It seemed like they were losing hope. But then I told them, don't worry, there's still hope.
Manna Publishing presents the House of Hope Story and Coloring Activity Book. It's 44 pages of inspiration with coloring activities to calm your mind and redirect your attention. Children and adults can use this tool to relax, focus, and best of all, be inspired to find hope. Get your copy today at mannapublishing.com.
Welcome back to Doni Jones Live. I am Doni the Tree Lady, and he is that guy.
That guy, Marty McFly, trying to make it do what it do and trying to get through this hectic, crazy week. You know,
question. Because we started off the earlier segment talking about, we kind of tapped on the subject of the shootings.
Yeah.
You're a leader in the community. And you've mentored a lot of young men in your day. Mm-hmm. What do you say now? Like like our lives, our men, especially our men's lives, just don't matter. We're saying Black Lives Matter, but clearly society is saying in some way, shape, or form, our lives don't matter. You know,
at this point, it's sad to say, but now you almost gotta, if you get involved with police, make sure you're videotaping it now.
Yeah.
You know, and that's that videotaping, and then you still have to have that same conversation of try to make it home.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you don't try to go into these situations with a chip on your shoulder, you know, saying, you know, why are you stopping me? You know, all of this extra attitude, you know. Now, granted, they probably not in the right sometimes.
Right.
But don't make it worse. Yeah. You know, don't try to be, okay, I'm going to fight the power right now because you're not in control right now.
Right.
Let it, being honest,
de-escalate it.
Yeah. You know, now granted, the young man, the military officer that was pulled over, and the
man is in the military.
He's in the military.
He serves this country.
And at the same time, here's one of those things. If they say, sir, let me see your identification.
Yeah.
Don't be that, why did I get stopped? Why? Why do I need to do that?
I knew you were going to say that.
Why?
I knew you were going to say that.
Look, sir, I'm saying because,
Marty.
Yes.
I'm going to tell you, and I've told this story before. Okay? The community that I live in is...
not all the way of people of color. It's not a lot of people of color.
So anyway, a friend of mine got stopped for a DUI. She had her daughter in the car. Okay? She calls me 2 o'clock in the morning telling me she's drunk and just got pulled over by the cop. Okay? She's a white girl, gorgeous, calls me 2 o'clock in the morning. I guess she went through all her other friends because I was not even on her top tier friend list. I was just somebody who just kind of knew her.
You were at bottom list. If
I was on the bottom list.
Stopped by the cops. You don't call them black friends.
Okay, but I was sober. A lot of her other friends weren't sober. That's a whole other story. I don't drink. So she calls me, and she's like, Doni, these people that stopped me. I'm like, who stopped? The police. I got pulled over. And I was like, okay. And she's like, they're trying to give me a DUI. I was like, well, are you drunk? She goes, yeah.
Yeah. But
she goes, he comes, and I hear the police officer say, ma'am, get off the phone. She goes, I'm talking to my friend.
Yeah.
And I'm like, are you talking to the police? She goes, yeah. And I was like, you need to get off this phone. You need to talk to the officer.
Right.
Officer gets on the phone with me. Ma'am, your friend here is intoxicated, and we don't really want to take her to jail. She's got her daughter with her.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I was like, I know her, but I don't know her that well. He goes, here's what we can do. How far are you away? I was like, I'm about 10 minutes away. He goes, we can let her pull over, and she can park her car in the park.
Yeah.
I don't want to leave I heard her in the background going, I don't want to leave my car.
See.
And I'm like, could you, and I'm like trying to tell her, I was like, listen, leave, just let him talk, let him talk. She's like, I'm just going to call my boyfriend. And he's like, ma'am, no, you're not. And so she's like, can I have my phone back? And I'm like, and I'm sitting here, like my face is like, she's going to get shot. In my mind, she's going to get shot, right? So he goes, ma'am, we're going to let your friend go, but you need to come get her. She's got her daughter with her.
Yeah. No.
And she's cursing this guy.
Yeah.
You're an asshole. I can't say, now that I know I can't say on the radio. You're an a-hole. And I'm like, you can't talk to him like you can't talk like, if that was an African-American woman, if that was an African-American man, she'd have been locked up. Sure enough, she parks her car, and because she had a daughter, I went to go get her.
See, that on the other side of the tracks, things happen so differently.
Yeah.
I'm saying, the first time I got the first time that I heard about a guy getting a DUI, she actually said, look, I'm not drunk. I can park my car here. I can call somebody. Nope, get out the car. Yeah. And honestly, I've heard these stories so many times because I've had these phone calls that said, hey, I got stopped because I didn't.
You can't bleep out the word, though, I said.
Yeah, okay, we'll bleep out your cussing. Okay. But if I catch it. Anyway, but no, a lady called me and was like, hey, I just had one small, it was the end of the bottle.
Yeah.
And I just took it while I was walking out the house. So the odor is on my breath, but I'm not drunk at all.
Right.
I didn't come to a complete stop at a stop sign, and they're pulling me over, and they're arresting me for DUI. And I need,
But don't you have to blow a certain level in order to get accused of having a DUI?
If they test you.
Okay.
I'm saying if you refuse the test, that's suspicion to lock you up.
Wow.
If you refuse these tests, well, something is saying that you're guilty.
Yeah.
It works differently on our side of town.
Right.
And what's sad is, like you were saying, that they called you to say, can you come get her?
Can you come get her? Yeah.
Now, this individual, they said, well, we're not going to leave your car here. Can you call somebody to come get it?
Yeah.
She said, yes. She called her brother.
Okay.
Brother came to come get the car. They said, well, sir, now that you're here, we're going to run your information.
Oh, wow.
And he found out that he had an unpaid, parking ticket.
Okay, but this goes back to we need to keep our paperwork.
But the thing about it is he actually did not know about this previous ticket that suspended his license. Yeah. So they locked him up too.
Two for the price of
two for the price of one. This is what they do. It's like, okay, we got to, and it come to find out the lady wasn't drunk.
Right.
Right. But what it's unfortunate the way they treat us.
Right.
Same. I saw a interesting podcast this week where it was a young white female speaking to a young African American man who he was stopped by the cops, and they showed the video.
Yeah.
They stopped. The officer got out the car, walking to the car, and already pulled her gun out.
Yeah.
And came out. And who are you? Well, you got a warrant. He's like, that's not me. But he got out. Then afterwards they ran his information and found that they had the wrong one.
Yeah.
And let him out.
Right.
But it was like 3 cops surrounding him.
Yeah.
The girl got stopped by the cops.
Yeah.
She's upset and frantic. And why did y'all stop this and everything? I just need to. The lady said, you know what, ma'am? I'm going to give you a few minutes to calm down. I'm going to go back to my car. I'm going to let you calm down, and I'm going to come back, and we're going to talk about this.
Yeah, exactly.
So do you have your license and registration? Well, it's in my bag in the back, and I'm going to have to go get it and just,
But that's what the privilege is that they don't understand they have.
Yes.
And it just amazes me or it boggles my mind because it's so evident now. Now there's no secret. We got everything on camera.
I wonder, Donnie, last week, if the cops were called and it was a group of white kids in a scuffle in the front yard, would they have ran first and started shooting? Or would they use a taser? Would they maybe use pepper spray? Would they have about said, hold on,
they would have said, hold on, stop.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Everybody just calm down.
Yeah.
Nothing like that. It comes out, pop, pop, pop.
Yeah.
What happened?
Yeah. Shoot first and ask questions later.
And it's sad because I feel like this week was like a series of on Netflix.
You know what I feel like? I feel like this week we got the verdict we wanted, and then they were like, okay, well, we're just going to shoot everybody.
I'm serious.
I know that did not happen, and I'm not saying that there were officers that did that, but that's what it felt like.
I thought, I was watching the news, I think it was Wednesday night,
Yeah.
And I just thought it was a recap of all of these police departments just saying what they're going to try to do moving forward.
Right.
And I didn't realize it was different individual police departments trying to explain what happened that day in their city of a police shooting. And like I was about to say, this is starting to become episodes on Netflix.
Yeah.
Like, did you catch the recent episode?
Yeah.
Well, who died this week?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And it's like, wait a minute. This is starting to be too common, too often that it's like, I almost want to cut off.
I think, before we go to break, I do want to address the fact that maybe there's some truth to the fact that we need some police reform. Now, I don't believe we need to necessarily defund the police, because there are certain restaurants in certain areas of Atlanta that I won't go to, one of which is Lennox. I mean, I don't want to put Lennox out there, but I wanted to go to one of the restaurants up there with my daughter. But because there's been so many shootings up there, I'm like, I'm not going there.
Yeah, that's another crazy thing that's going on. There's just mass shootings all over the place.
They want more police presence. And I'm like, okay, well, is that gonna make it safer, or is it not gonna make it safer? So it's like it's on both ends. We do have to do some work in our community, but we also need to address the fact that there's a lot of police brutality, and we need to address that.
What if they replace bullets with like what was this? Sand pellets, or like rubber bullets? Rubber bullets, or because I'm thinking of like what was it, Kill Bill, and he had like a bean bag, or salt that just knocks you and hits you.
But would that?
I'd rather hurt you versus kill you. I'm just saying, if that girl, the young lady that was in the fight, if they came out and shot her with a bean bag, it would have knocked her out. Her, it would have hurt her, but it would have stopped it, and the girl would have been alive today. With these, especially in the high schools. Yeah. In the high schools, why do you need live ammunition?
Yeah.
In a high school, why don't you have some kind of, these things gonna hurt, pop, 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 and I can hit you in the forehead 4 times.
Well, maybe, but that's going back to the police reform. Right. Maybe that's something that we need to bring up. If they're that scared, then, okay, you can have something, but you can't have something that'll kill somebody.
I'm saying if all the kids in the school have to go through metal detectors in any way, they don't supposed to have weapons or anything at school. Right. Why do you have to use a gun? Why do you have to have live ammunition? Are you protecting from the people that's coming into the school or the students?
Yeah.
Because this is crazy. It's like, tune in tonight. We'll tell you about Philadelphia's latest shooting.
Yeah. Or North Carolina's.
And it's like, really?
Yeah.
This is starting to be too much of a regular news story.
Yeah. Well, for those of you that are just tuning in, you're listening to Doni Jones Live with Doni Jones and Mardy McFly. We're going to turn the energy around with our next segment.
I hope so.
I'm about to cry.
Because it's sad, but yes. And if y'all got a comment, or if there's something that you would say what we can do differently, or what you think that we should do differently.
You know what? I would like to hear more from the community. Whatever you give us some true ideas, some real ideas on what you guys think that we could do as a community, what the police departments can do as police officers, so we can start stemming the tide. Let's hear from everybody. That's 1-888-349-DONI.
Yep.
That's 1-888-349-DONI. Your voice will be heard. We do listen to these calls, so we would love to hear from you in the community about what you guys think we can do.
Yep. We will take a quick break, and we will be right back.
Doni Jones Live. Doni Jones Live. Doni Jones Live. Doni Jones Live. Doni Jones Live.
Hey, this is your girl, Donnie the Tree Lady, owner of Don's Tree Service. Don's Tree Service has been serving the metro Atlanta area for almost 20 years. I'm a certified arborist, and we are fully licensed and insured. Call us at 770-413-TREE. We give free estimates, and we don't charge extra for cleanup. Don's Tree Service, that's 770-413-TREE, or visit us online at donstree.com.
Hey, write this number down, 1-888-470-VAST. That's 1-888-470-VAST. Have you ever thought about having a produced commercial for your next event? Your church anniversary, birthday, family reunion, or if you just need some production work done? VAST Productions can help. We're an audio video production house specializing in making your audio and video dreams come to life. Thinking about a family documentary or a church history story? Call us at 1-888-470-VAST. That's 1-888-470-8278. VAST Productions has over 20 years of production experience and we're ready to work for you. To get started, just call 1-888-470-VAST. That's 1-888-470-VAST. That's 1-888-470-8278.
Hey, I'm Doni the Tree Lady, owner of Don's Tree Service and author of From Failure to Fabulous. From Failure to Fabulous is my opportunity to share with you my trials and tribulations of growing a tree service or growing a small business and making it successful by overcoming adversity, and also giving you some tidbits on what you can do on a day-to-day basis to achieve your dreams and be the best that you can be. And you can find us on Amazon. You can go to Doni Jones Live. Anywhere that books are sold, you should be able to find it.
Now, back to more Doni Jones Live with Doni and Mardy McFly.
Doni Jones Live. It's Doni Jones Live. Doni Jones Live.
Welcome back to Doni Jones Live. I'm gonna hurt Mardy McFly.
Why you gonna hurt me?
About shootings. I'm just
kidding. Talking about shooters and all that stuff that I was talking about earlier. Checklist. What do we have?
But on a serious tip.
On a serious tip, you know, Doni, if you could do something different, what would you do? As an individual, what would you do if you just tuning in? We're talking about, you know.
I thought we was changing the subject.
We are changing the subject. Now we're talking about individualism. What would you do? Okay, well, what?
Okay, no, you're absolutely right. No, because this is a timely subject. This is a timely subject. I want to agree with you. I do want to agree with you. It is sometimes how we approach the situation, but we cannot blame the victim. I'm sorry, I cannot blame the victim, because there are people in the community that don't look like us, that do crazy stuff with the police and they get away with it. With that said, with that said, in other words, it's like playing chess. You know what you're playing with now. So since we know what we're playing with and we know the deck is stacked against us, we know we're not going to be treated fair, then we should do everything that we can do to de-escalate the situation. Right. Kind of like what that Army officer, I know you don't agree with what he did because you felt like he should have just, complied, but at least he kept his decorum, he kept kind of calm, and he, eventually, did he eventually get, no, he didn't get out of the car because they pulled him out of the car. So don't do what he did because he got pepper sprayed. But anyway.
I'm saying, but
do what Mardy would do. Do what I would do, which
at the same time,
be compliant.
Because here's the thing. If they say pull over, pull over. Yeah. You know, now you want to be smart. You want to do it in a lit area. You know, for your own safety. For
your own safety.
In a lit area. If they say, can we see? Can we see your license and registration, please? Yeah. Okay.
Now let's pause right there. If they say, can we see your license and registration, make sure you have license and registration.
Right.
Okay?
Do your due diligence.
If they ask for your insurance, make sure you got insurance.
You got insurance. Right. Things of that nature. And you got to look at the other side, and I don't, trust me, I do not agree with how everything
We both rode dirty, before, so we've been there, done that.
Still do sometimes, but just say, don't run my stuff. I got my.
We need to trim that limb back because you got a squirrel.
Yeah, I've been asking somebody to trim some trees for a while here, but we ain't gonna talk about that.
For those of you that don't know, I own a tree service here in Atlanta called Don's Tree Service. You can reach out to us.
That's the one that's been in my roof the whole.
That is 770-413-8733. He's got an entrance right there.
Yeah.
That's where you need a little BB gun.
That's where I need the pepper.
But anyway, have your insurance, have your whatever.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Have your stuff taken care of, and at the same time. Sometimes we always you need to put yourself in the other person's shoes sometimes.
Absolutely.
And when you are trying to pull someone over in the cop's side of it, because I don't believe all cops are bad, and I really don't.
I don't believe all cops are bad either.
And they're in a situation where, this guy, I don't see any kind of license plate in the vehicle.
Okay.
I'm trying to pull you over. Now, you're not pulling over when I first come up behind you. You go a little bit further, and I say, hey, can I see your license and registration? What you want?
Okay.
I didn't do what? Why? Okay, hold on, sir.
Okay, you just don't like the way that stop went. Period. This is the second time
I'm saying because you can be nice about it, but you can be, really aggravating the situation.
Right.
You could have ended that real quick. Say, hey, this is that. But now you pepper spray, and I think some people like to. I think people sometimes want more attention than they need to. Like, I'm gonna switch the subject.
Please.
Heard something this morning that is kind of like, for my religious friends out there, excuse this phrase, but y'all will understand. Some people are born again stupid.
Yeah, that is absolutely true.
Stupid.
That is so true.
I don't know if y'all heard about the story this morning where a young lady woke up this morning and wanted to moisten her eyes, and instead of grabbing her Visine, she actually grabbed her glue.
Okay, we're not doing this
her
today.
Eye glue, and she put eye glue in her eye.
We're not doing
I'm
this
serious.
today.
We're
not even giving.
And it's like, wait a minute, you didn't just learn from Gorilla Glue Girl a couple of months ago.
Yeah.
You could actually wonder, my eye won't open. Are
Okay,
you really?
I want to believe we got a lot of intelligent people that listen to our show and watch our show.
And we do.
We do. And
but you got to highlight all of them.
we got to highlight
It's
them.
called
But
inclusivism. We're including everyone.
Okay, we're not including stupidity today.
Hey, I'm just saying.
You know what? I'm sick of it. I'm sick of stupidity being highlighted.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sick of the fact that they think that only certain things, greatness comes from our community.
Yeah.
The fact that we are still here standing after everything that we've been through in this society, in this country, there's greatness in our community.
Right.
And we've contributed a lot to this country, and we don't get credit for what we've contributed.
We got a few of them.
We got a few.
We got a lot of more than few. We
got a few.
We got to highlight the stupidity too.
No, we don't have to highlight. No, they're highlighting the stupidity for us.
No.
Okay, but there's a lot of
posted
greatness.
it. I would not post to nobody that I put glue in my eye. Just like I wouldn't post I put Gorilla Glue in my hair. You know?
Well, I was looking at a post from Oprah earlier today, and she was talking about mindset and positivity and raising your standard and,
and
going for your goals.
Everyone. Right, highlighting everyone.
He's not listening,
uplifting everyone.
He's on a tangent right now, so we don't.
No, I'm just saying you gotta
go there.
Okay, we'll just talk about the nice people then. Okay.
No, I'm saying that we got enough people out there talking about the negativity that is, and first of all, it's not even just our community, because there's negativity in the trailer parks.
But wait.
Understand,
this isn't really negativity, because this isn't
you putting super glue in your eyeballs and gluing your weave on your head with super glue.
That's interesting entertainment, and just looking at someone that thinking about it like you're really going out of your way to get attention.
Yeah.
But now I would say negativeness if they were talking about a different race.
Yeah.
Negativity. If you're talking about another race, if you're putting somebody down, I'm not gonna, condone that. But some people that's just going out of their way to get some kind of viewership.
So you think she did that on purpose to get viewership?
You put glue in your eye. I'm saying, and then post it and talk about it.
Yeah.
I'm saying, what other outcome, because.
But you know what?
If you just saw somebody do that with
now,
Gorilla Glue in
since
your
we're
hair.
going to stick with this theme of getting attention.
Yes.
That's the thing now. People are so insecure and not, comfortable with who they are. Yeah. The only thing that they get confidence from is some likes, some shares, some reposts and stuff like that. So now people are just on, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, just doing stupid stuff.
But unfortunately, that's how you get viewership.
Then I guess we just ain't gonna get no viewership, because I ain't putting no glue in my eyeballs. But I'm serious. But the flip side of that is that there are people out there that are doing positive stuff and putting positive content out there. And what I've been trying to do, because we love the fact that you guys listen to our show. We love the fact that people are sharing it and telling other people about it. That's how I found out this lady said I ain't brought you no mulch.
Right, and you still ain't brought no mulch.
Anyway, but I started just searching the internet and looking for more positive content. There's people that I haven't even heard about that's got 1 million, 2 million, 5 million, 500,000, whatever. Subscribers and viewers and stuff, and all they do is put out positive stuff. Right. There's this one lady that all she does is cook vegetables and shows you how to do meal planning and stuff like that. She's got 1.5 million subscribers.
There's a lot of big people in the world. Yeah. It is a lot of people
trying to put out good content. So what I'm saying is that we have a choice on what we put out in our brain.
Right.
What we put in our brain. We can choose to put good content in our brain.
Right.
It doesn't always have to be the lady putting glue in her eyeballs or the lady gluing her hair on. It could be something like things you can do to help you become more successful. Right. One of the hot things right now is people that are changing careers or people that are starting to build businesses. That's the kind of content that I want to see us become popular in, or what other people start watching and sharing and consuming in our community.
Right.
You know, there's a brother out there who is cooking vegan food, and he's making videos talking about cooking vegan food.
Yeah.
There's a relationship expert guy out there who's talking about, now I'm not talking about the one that just got caught up, y'all. The relationship expert, Devin, with Jackson.
I heard about that little fella. We ain't gonna talk about stuff like that. But I wonder if you highlight.
But
can you highlight things that, I don't know if people may look at it negatively, but you're trying to do a positive thing?
Like what?
Like, I'm thinking of doing like a senior citizen like stripper night.
This is like literally the second time you've said something like that.
Right, because I think it's an industry for senior citizens to relive their youth in their own community, you know, and you know, so they don't feel like, well, this ain't in my age group and I feel like the old man in the club. But if you had one that was just, you know, because you got older ladies that want to relive their youth, and I'm like a 60, 80-year-old that's doing her thing with her old music, you know, highlighting that for like exercise in ministry.
Okay, so if you would like to hear about the Senior Citizen Strip Club,
I think it'd be cool.
Please call 1-888-349.
You're highlighting people doing what they want to do. You know, reliving their life. I'm saying, think about it. Rehab, they always like, well, just raise your hand,
you know,
raise it down. That'll be good exercise for them. Really would. Think about it. I bet
what
right
would they
now,
be raising their hand for?
Well, right now when they go there, they have them, you know, raise. If you had a stripper in there, I bet they'd be doing more than just raising their hand.
Oh,
they get their exercise
okay, but we're not doing that though.
What?
We're not doing that.
I'm just saying
we are
that'd be a
going to
really
glorify and respect the female body.
Yeah,
because there's a lot about the
that's
industry.
What I'm saying. Even in the older age, you can respect their body. You can respect every wrinkle, every fold, every, you know. You can see their life history just flapping.
This ain't going like I wanted to go at all.
I'm just saying.
This is not
okay,
going
somebody
like
out there say, you know what, that might not be a bad idea because grandmama can still get it. You know,
but you know what, I feel like I can still get it.
Well,
I really,
well,
wait a minute.
We ain't gonna talk about all that.
I'm not talking about stripping. I'm saying, okay.
I don't know what you just said. I think I can still get it.
I'm saying, you know what I did last, I don't want to strip. Okay,
okay,
I'm talking about just being active and putting myself out there.
Donnie the Arbor stripper. That'd be interesting.
That would be really janky.
That'd be crazy.
I would have like a name like Dazzle or Didi or Double D. You know what I'm saying? Something like that.
Okay.
You know,
yeah.
That would be my stage name, Double D.
Rotted Oak.
But that it.
Coming to the stage, Rotted Oak.
What would your name be?
I told you, mine would still be Yellow Butter. Just slide.
Yours would be Stick in the Mud, but we'll leave that alone.
Anyway, that goes a whole different kind of place there. We ain't gonna talk about that. Let's clean this up. You're on a gospel station.
That is none of my business. I know, right?
You're on a gospel station. You need to think
Okay, how
about
can we
Jesus.
clean this up? We got a minute and 4
You need to think
seconds.
about Jesus. This ain't right. That ain't right.
You bring up talking about strippers,
you've been cussing this morning and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, did you go
I
to
was
church?
Cursing, and he's talking about strippers.
No,
they
talking
gonna call
about
us out on
senior,
this one.
I'm talking about doing something for the senior citizens.
I'm done.
A different way. I'm saying
I'm done.
Sometimes they get tired of bingo. They want to do another kind of
bingo.
bingo.
No, but what they can do is that
bingo. You see that little Miss Sally come down that pole? Bingo.
Next week on Doni Jones Live, it will just be Marty McFly, which will actually be more entertaining because I can't roll with it.
I just say it will be very interesting, and then you start reading the scriptures after that. You know, I'm saying it'll be an interesting ministry. I bet you will get some news coverage over it.
Okay, next week on the show, we will have live senior strippers back there.
Yes.
In the place where the barbecue pit was.
Place where the barbecue grill, yeah. Anyway, you're listening to Doni Jones Live with Doni Jones, who's a little bit crazy today. And me, Marty McFly.
Crazy?
If you got a comment or want to participate, give us a call, 1-888-349-DONI. That's 1-888-349-DONI. Look, we're going to clean this up.
I know, I'm usually the voice of reason. I ain't got none today.
We'll be right back.
Nothing.
It's Doni Jones Live, Doni Jones Live. It's Doni Jones Live, Doni Jones Live. It's Doni Jones Live, Doni Jones Live.
Hey, this is your girl, Doni the Tree Lady, owner of Don's Tree Service. Don's Tree Service has been serving the metro Atlanta area for almost 20 years. I'm a certified arborist, and we are fully licensed and insured. Call us at 770-413-TREE. We give free estimates, and we don't charge extra for cleanup. Don's Tree Service, that's 770-413-TREE, or visit us online at donstree.com.
Now, back to more Doni Jones Live with Doni and Mardy McFly.
Doni Jones Live. It's Doni Jones Live. Doni Jones Live. It's Doni Jones Live.
Welcome back to Doni Jones Live. I am Doni the Tree Lady, and this is Yellow Butter over here.
Yes, Yellow Butter. Always thinking outside the box. I bet every senior citizen would love to go to that little senior
If you're a
citizen park.
senior and you want to participate in our new strip club,
Right.
call 1-888.
Right.
Now we'll probably actually get some calls.
Right.
on
It'd be, the No Dentures Club, or the No Teeth Club, or something
that
like that.
might help
It would,
actually, because
Right.
we
Anyway.
are not. Okay,
No. Inspirational
some
time.
of the stations that we are on are gospel stations, but you know what?
What's that?
That's the funny thing, though. Those are the things we don't talk about.
Oh no.
Because we all got here some way, shape, or form.
We sure did. Trust me, a lot
I'm just saying.
lust was a part of the Bible.
I don't think lust is well, I guess they said it is.
I'm just saying, I think I got here because of some lust.
I think we all got here because of some lust. I think we all got here.
But it was
because
married
of that.
lust. It was married lust.
But we are supposed to talk about something spiritual on this segment.
Inspirational right now.
And I got nothing.
What?
I got no. You do spiritual. I feel like you're on a roll.
Not today.
Can you do a good scripture on spiritual stripper language? Spiritual. Prayer. A stripper. What's a stripper prayer?
Creator, help me shine what you have given me. Allow me to accept the way that my body has become my temple, respecting every fold and every wrinkle. Allow the things that are fallen to be risen.
Oh, side note. Okay. Okay. Because this is you just said it's about things that are falling. If you wear higher quality bras.
Okay.
And I'm just saying, if you wear I don't care how old you are, but if you wear higher quality bras, and my grandma always said, put Vaseline on your skin, it keeps your skin tight. So I'm just saying, as a 52-year-old that is not worried about stuff falling, it is because I wear high quality bras.
Well, when I'm
so I can
like
take
this,
these off and we're still good.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
That was a conversation that I didn't know. Okay, I wasn't expecting, but I will say that some people.
Just saying.
I will say this to some people that it don't matter what kind of quality.
No, I mean, if you've already deflated, it's not going to help.
Come
but
back.
I'm saying, if they're already.
No. If it's like powdered milk now, no.
It's
ain't
not
no bra
milk.
gonna help
that's not milk in it.
Well,
that's fatty
know
tissue.
that fatty tissue ain't fat no more. I'm just saying.
But you can build up your pectoral muscles. You can do push-ups. You can do planks. You can do exercises, which helps to lift that muscle. But then also, if you wear good bras, it helps to make things less flabby.
This segment is brought to you by Healthy Bras. I thought we was not going to get on this kind of.
I got nothing. I was asking you to be spiritual. Okay. So for those,
I would say this. Okay, well, something that I read this week
was it in the Bible?
Kinda.
Okay, go.
Kinda, but it's actually something that I want individuals to really think about in the aspect of racism and who you are in life sometimes.
Okay.
And here's the scenario. Okay.
Okay.
Just hear me out. It was 3 people.
Okay.
They were going into an interview. Okay.
Nice.
And the interview, it was kind of like a exercise.
Okay.
So what they did is the 3 people that were going to be interviewed, they put dots on their face.
Okay.
Each one of them, a different dot on their face.
Okay.
And they said, okay, we want you to go into the interview and be interviewed.
I got you.
And the interviewer was a white guy. Okay. So they went to the interview. Each one, just hear me out. Just hear me out. So each one of them goes into the interview room and they do the interview. And afterward, they did a recap of saying, how did your interview go?
Yeah.
And each individual was like, you know what? The interviewer didn't even pay attention to what I was saying. He just kept looking at my dot. he just kept looking at this doubt on my face. He wasn't thinking about the information that I was saying. He didn't pay attention to my resume.
Yeah.
He was just focused on my dot.
Yeah.
And afterwards, they started telling people, well, you know, there really wasn't a dot on your face. Mm-hmm. That was your own perception of the interviewer seeing something that was on you, but it was really yourself portraying that. Now, I know you're looking at me like I don't get it. Usually
I can follow Marty's analogies and they make sense.
Right. Now somebody else got this, so I got to break it down for her.
Okay, please do.
A lot of times we think that people are looking at something that is on our face that is not there.
Right.
You know, sometimes
like when there's spinach in your teeth.
Right. When you're spinach in your teeth.
But people do be looking at that.
At the same time, Doni.
Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Don't get mad at me. Go ahead.
See, she just messing it all up.
Okay, go ahead.
So basically, sometimes you think that you got a big nose, and everybody's paying attention to your big nose, and most people ain't even paying attention to that.
Right.
A lot of times, we as black people, we think that because we're black, people are judging us because of our skin color, when it has nothing to do with our skin color. It's about you.
Dang, that's good.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay, he went someplace there, because that totally didn't make any sense
I'm like, it just went all over your head.
I had a situation that happened today, and that explains that in a very good way. I went to go get gas at this gas station, right? Mm-hmm. And a lot of times when there's a person of a certain descent behind the gas station, I just feel like they treat us lower class. And for some reason, the card reader doesn't work, and we got to come inside and all this kind of stuff.
Right.
So I went to go get gas. I put my card in there, and it said, see cashier. And I'm like, because I know that it's a good card or whatever. And I was like, I know what it is because I'm black. Right. Exactly. I was like, it's because I'm black. Right? And so I'm like, I'm not moving. Well, this looks real stupid because I'm the one that's got to get gas.
Right.
So I hit the little reset. You know how you take your card out and let it recycle? Put it in there again. Says the same. This time it says, it just kind of circle. I was like, I know what he in there doing. He in there messing with the computer because he knows I'm black. He don't think this is a legit card because he always think black people stealing and taking stolen credit cards. So I'm not going in there because I don't want to right? So I stand there again. I was like, you know what? I need gas. And I've been here 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever. This is stupid. I'm just going to go to a different pump. And, you know, whatever. And so I backed up to go to a different pump. I put my card in there. The card worked. Okay. But what I did was, in my mind, I was like, I'm gonna go to a different pump that's right in front of the door, because if they see that I'm in a company car and it's legit, then all of a sudden he's gonna let the thing go, even though I'm not coming inside. So I'm gonna use my card in the one that's right in front of him. You know, discriminating against me. So I put my card in there and it worked. I was like, because you can see that I'm in a legitimate car and stuff like that, right? So I wanted to put some water in my mug, and I was like, shit, I gotta go in there anyway. So I go in there. He goes, I'm so sorry about that other pump. I need to put a little sticky note on there. That one doesn't work. It hasn't been working since yesterday. I don't know, when we reset our system, it just didn't get back online. So I'm sorry about that. I was like, oh.
And see, that's the
exact. Thought you was messing with me because I was black.
exact example what I was talking about, because we do that so often. And the person, like I was saying, the interviewer on the other side was like, I didn't recognize you even had a dot. You know, I didn't even recognize it was a clear dot. I didn't even know that something was on you. I didn't see race. I didn't see, this is what happened. That's the prime example of,
it is.
The pump is out. It's not because you got locks. It's not because of your skin tone.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
It has nothing to do with that. And a lot of us are approaching our situations of, I didn't get that job because I'm black.
Because I'm black,
No, you didn't even spell your name right on the application. You know, you got all this stuff wrong on there. It's because of so many other factors, but it's not always about your skin tone. You know, it's not all about what you perceive. That's just almost like your quick way to go to
I was listening to Denzel Washington yesterday, and and you guys, I do watch a lot of really positive content, and one of the things I wanted to talk about today, but we clearly aren't going to talk about it.
Yeah, she ain't focused. Go ahead, but finish Denzel. I like him.
He took over the whole show, so it don't matter anymore. But anyway, I'm just kidding. But I watch a lot of positive content because I truly believe what you put in is what you'll get out. And what he was talking about is, yes, there is racism. Yes, we have been treated unfairly. But on an individual basis, it is up to you to change your life. He said he grew up in the same community that a lot of his partners grew up in and had a different result because of the choices that he made.
Yes.
Now, he also went on to say, which this was controversial about 5 years ago when he said it, he goes, I had a father in the home. And he talked about how important it is to have a father in the home.
Yeah.
But we also can't use that as an excuse. If you don't have a father in the home, yes, it might be harder. Yes, there's certain things you may not have learned.
Sometimes your father ain't the best one to be in the home.
Exactly. So, but what he talked about is a lot of the issues that we have, it's our fault. Meaning we can address the fact that there's racism.
Right.
We can address the fact that there's sexism and there's unfair situations and there's racial bias. But if you don't even put your own best foot forward to change your life,
right,
your life's not going to change.
It's not.
And he said that he was a prime example of that. Now, not everybody can go out and be a Denzel Washington, but he was talking about the fact that you have to make those choices to change your life and not blame anybody for your lack thereof.
Yeah.
So
you have to take responsibility of your own.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, it's interesting. I like Forrest Gump's little line because now it's hitting me more. Life is like a box of chocolates.
Yeah.
You never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah.
But once you got it, you got it.
Yeah.
Now work with what you got.
You got to work with what you
know,
got.
and stop finding the excuses to say, well, I can't because.
Right.
You
Well,
know, or because people look at me like.
Here's what I think of. Racism is real.
Right.
Sexism is real.
Stupidity is real.
Stupidity is real.
Well, it is.
Stupidity is real. But stupidity, racism, sexism, or whatever it is, isn't stopping you from reading a book.
True. Right.
It's not stopping you from Googling, how can I better myself to get a better job? It's not stopping you from going to your boss and saying, listen, you know, I could tell there's a little vibe between us and I'm not where I want to be in a company. What can I do to better myself so that I can make myself more attractive to the next position?
Yeah.
It's not stopping you from picking up a book and going, how do I start a business?
Yeah.
None of that. Sexism, racism, you know, all kind of phobias are not stopping you from doing the day-to-day things to go get your license straight, to go get some insurance on your car, to get your car registered with the whatever. Something. Do you know one time I ran around, I don't know what was wrong with me, but I had a tag that was due. Now I'm gonna be transparent with you guys. I had a tag that was due on one of my trailers. Okay. Now I don't know why I had thought this would be so complicated, but I was like, it's going to be this, that, and the third, and it's going to be a bunch of money and stuff like that, and we still struggling with certain things. This was back in the day. I went to go get my tag finally because I got tired of driving around without my tag. Yeah, driving dirty. I went there to get my tag. It was $12.
Right.
So I'm running around with all this stuff in my head about how hard it is to get a tag for a trailer.
Oh, my goodness.
Exactly.
And it's like, oh, that's it?
That's it, yeah.
I could have knocked this out a long time ago.
Exactly.
A lot of times the situations that we're afraid of are bigger in our head than actually reality.
Exactly. So get your stuff right. Racism is real, but get your stuff right.
Handle it yourself. Anyway.
Handle your business.
Dottie, I'm going to this rally for the first time today. Yay! Yay! I'm going to support. What are you going to do?
Where's the rally at? I'll meet you. What time?
I think it said 1 to 3 o'clock.
I won't be there. Okay, I'll send a check.
See. Okay, well, make the check out to Marty, and I will actually.
That doesn't sound like the name of the organization.
Yeah. But see, since I can't remember the organization, just make it out to me, and then I'll pass it forward. You know, with a tax. Anyway, look, we love y'all. We will see y'all next week.
Yeah, real quick, there is an amazing song that we are going to play after this.
Yes. Now.
Listen to the words. It's from Reggie Boone. Support the brother. He's doing some great things.
Yes.
And these words are timely.
Yes.
Until
next week, love y'all.
Social injustice, bigotry and hate, repression and oppression. Why discriminate? All men were created with equality. Get to know me instead of killing me. If we come together, you will be surprised. Maybe you'll discover there's an angel in disguise. Imagine what could happen. Think of how it could be if we come together. And we all agree. No more mothers cry. No more brothers die. No more. No more police brutality. Talk to me. Beautiful people filled with day with so much to offer. Why you treat me this way? No sympathy is needed. We only want what's fair. No more, no less. We pass every time. Every time. If we come together, you will be surprised. Maybe you'll discover there's an angel in disguise. Imagine what can happen. Think of how it could be.